Am I audible to all?
वीडियो ऑन नहीं कर रहा।
Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we shall wait for 2 minutes to join others. After that, I'll start the class.
खिड़की आ जाएगा।
Today we are going to start some example of our bilinear transformation, which is required for you people that might be coming in your semester exam also. It will be given to you, Rajkumar. After the class, today I'll give the syllabus of your internal exam. So I shall wait for just 1 minute to join others. After that, we'll start our class for today. After that, I'll going to give you the syllabus of internal examination. Have you got the routine for internal
नोट्स भी
examination?
LMS पे अपलोड कर
LMS तो काम ही नहीं कर रहा है 2 दिन बाद. That's why I am not able to upload all those things in LMS. So today I'll try it.
ओके सर
Okay. So let us start our class.
सर रूटीन नहीं मिला था
Routine नहीं मिला. So it will be given accordingly by your HOD sir.
सर कौन कौन चैप्टर आएगा सर?
That is total complex number will be coming and the vector and complex. Right?
ओके सर.
Vector and complex, these are the your syllabus, main syllabus that will be coming for you. Is my screen is visible to all?
यस सर
Okay, so we shall start our class for today. Some problems on bilinear transformation, which was the last part of our complex number. So today is the last class of complex variables. So module 4 and 5 will be completed. After that, which will be learned, that will be not in your syllabus. Right? So today we are going to start some problem. So let us consider some problem. Okay, one problem is taken here. Find the bilinear transformation. Bilinear transformation. Bilinear transformation which maps z equal to I 1 and minus 1, z equal to I 1 minus 1 onto W is equal to 1 0 infinity 1 0 infinity respectively. Also show the unit circle mod z equal to 1, unit circle mod z equal to 1 in z plane maps into the real axis mapped into the real axis of W plane. So look at the problem. Here it is given the find the bilinear transformation which maps Z equal to I1 minus 1 onto the W plane 1, 0, infinity. So at first we have to find out the bilinear transformation. Then we have to find out that unit circle mod Z is equal to 1, that is in the Z plane, which maps into the real axis of the W plane. For real axis of the W plane, it is the U axis. That means V equal to 0. Is it clear what we have to do? At first, by the formula of the bilinear transformation, we have to find out the bilinear transformation. So we know that W minus W1, W minus W1 into W2 minus W3 into W2 minus W3 by W minus W3 into W2 minus W1, that is equal to Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z minus Z3 into Z2 minus Z1. Right? This is the formula of bilinear transformation. Here Z1 equal to I, Z2 is equal to given as 1 and Z3 are given as minus 1. W1 is equal to given as 1. W2 is given as 0 and W3 is given as infinity. Now we are putting this. So W minus W1 means, that is W minus W1 means 1 into W2 minus W3, W3 0 minus infinity divided by W minus W3, that is W minus infinity into W2 minus W1, that is 0 minus 1 is equal to Z minus Z1, that is Z minus I into Z2 minus Z3. Z2 means the 1 minus minus plus 1. Then by Z minus Z3, Z minus Z3, that is Z plus 1 into Z2. Z2 means the 1, 1 minus I. So these are the volume of this. We are putting all those values of Z minus Z1, Z minus Z2 is there. So from here in the left hand side, it will be coming that just a minute. Here infinity is given, so we have to take it. So directly we cannot find out the value of the infinity, so we have to make it tick. So W minus W1, here we can write down that W minus W1 into, if we take common, W3 equal to infinity here, then it will be given that W2, if we take common minus of W3, then sorry, plus W3, then it will be coming that W2 by W3 minus 1 divided by, from here if we take common W3, then it will be coming W by W3 minus 1 into W2 minus W1 is equal to what is given here, Z minus Z1 into Z2 minus Z3 divided by Z minus Z3 into Z2 minus Z1. Or this W3 cut, or from here W minus W1, we can put the value of W1 also. You can put here the value of W1 also. Value of W1 was 1. So W minus 1 into W2 by W3, whatever may be the value of W2, W3 is the infinity. So something by infinity, it is 0, right? So 0 minus W3, sorry, 0 minus 1 by, here also W by W3 is equal to 0 minus 1. Now W2 is equal to 0 minus 1. That is equal to Z minus Z1, that is Z minus I into Z2 means 1 plus 1 is equal to Z minus Z3. That is Z minus Z3 means the 1. So Z plus 1 into Z2 minus Z1, that is 1 minus I. Here, both of the cases W2 by W3, as the value of the W3 is equal to infinity. So something by infinity 0, we are directly put here. Because of that, we cannot put the infinity as a value indirectly. So we are taking it as the W2 minus W3. Sorry, W2 by W3 in this form. So something by infinity is 0, we are putting this here. So from here, we got that 1 minus W. If we take here, it is the minus minus cut. Here, 1 minus is here. So from here, we can write down that 1 minus W, this is equal to 2 into Z minus I, 2 into Z minus I divided by Z plus 1 into Z plus 1 into 1 minus I. So from here, we can find out the value of W is equal to 1 plus 2 into Z minus I divided by Z plus 1 into 1 minus I. So you can find out it. Sorry, here it is this. So from here, or we can write down that W equal to, if we take the LCM of this, Z plus 1 into 1 minus I, then it will be Z plus 1 into 1 minus I. So then the value of Z plus 1 into 1 minus I, sorry, 1 minus I, then it is for 1 Z plus 1 minus Zi minus I. So it will be given that Z plus 1 minus Zi minus I, then plus 2Z minus 2I. So from here we can calculate that. So let us consider this one, not this. Just a minute. If we take the conjugate of this, then it will be very clear to us. At first, we are taking the conjugate part, right? So from here, we can write down that W is equal to 1 plus 2 into Z minus I, and conjugate of 1 minus I equal to 1 plus I. 1 plus I by here Z plus 1 is common, then it is 2. 1 minus I into 1 plus I, that means 2. A square minus B square, that is 2. This 2 cut. So from here it will be coming Z plus 1 plus Z plus it is Z minus I plus IZ minus of I square, that means plus 1. That is Z plus 1. So from here it will be coming that if we take common Z, that is 2Z plus this. So 1 minus Z by 1 plus Z, if we take common I from here. I into 1 minus Z by 1 plus Z. That is the value of W. So which is the required binomial transformation? Which is the required bilinear transformation. So this is the required bilinear transformation. W equal to I into 1 minus Z by 1 plus Z. Is it clear? So first part is completed. If someone has doubt, please ask me.
Sir,
Make the calculation. After that, W will be coming I into 1 minus Z by 1 plus Z. It is very clear. For the calculation, I am not going for that. Is the procedure is understood? What we have done, when any part of that W is given infinity, then we have to take that this W2 by W3, which are given as infinity. We are taking common that part from denominator and numerator, and that part will be coming as the same thing. So W3 here cut. So W2 by W3 we can put the 0, right? We directly cannot put the infinity, so we are making this kind of the trick. So we got that W equal to I into 1 minus Z by 1 plus Z, which is the required bilinear transformation. So first part of our problem is completed. So now we are going for the second part. Here it is given also. So the unit circle mod Z equal to 1 in Z plane maps into the real axis of W plane. So we are taking that mod Z equal to 1. We have to prove that real axis of W plane means U axis. U axis means equation of U axis V equal to 0. We have to show that when we taking that the transformation with this mod Z equal to 1 for this one, I into 1 minus Z by 1 plus Z, then it will be given V equal to 0. So we are going to show that part. For the second part, let W equal to U plus IV. We know that W equal to U plus IV and Z equal to X plus IY. Isn't it? So U plus IV bilinear transformation we have get already is equal to I into what was the problem 1 minus Z by 1 plus Z. So now put the value of Z here, I into 1 minus X minus IY by 1 plus X plus IY. Clear? So from here, if we multiply by the conjugate of this is 1 minus X minus IY into 1 plus X minus IY. Then denominator should be also the same, 1 plus X plus IY into 1 plus X minus IY. After that, it will be coming that I is here. If we multiply by this, then 1 minus X minus IY. Then plus X minus X square minus IXY. Then it is minus IY, then minus minus plus IXY, IXY minus minus plus I square, that means minus Y square. That is the numerator. For the denominator, it will be coming 1 plus X whole square plus Y square. Or from here, U plus IV is equal to, it will be minus IXY and plus IXY cut. Here it is I into this. So after multiplying by I, it will be coming I minus IX minus I minus 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 I square, that means plus Y minus IX minus IX square minus minus plus Y minus IY square by from here 1 plus X whole square plus Y square. So if we take common I from here, so all those things are coming as the I. So here y 2y. So 2y is the real part. So 2I by 1 plus X whole square plus Y square. Now if we take common minus I from here, then it will be coming X square plus Y square minus 1 divided by X 1 plus X whole square plus Y square. So it is real and imaginary part. So from the V we can write down, so U equal to 2I by this. So from here U equal to, we got 2I by 1 plus X whole square plus Y square, and V equal to equating real and imaginary part, minus of X square plus Y square minus 1 by 1 plus X whole square plus Y square. V is equal to the Now mod w equal to 1. Mod w equal to 1 means x square plus y square equal to 1. Na? This circle means mod w equal to 1 means x square plus y square equal to 1. Isn't it? Hello.
Sir, mod
Sir.
z is equal.
Yes, sir.
So mod z is equal to 1.
Sorry, mod z. Mod z equal to this. Now putting in the value of v, so v is equal to minus of x square plus y square means 1 minus 1 by 1 plus x whole square plus y square, that is equal to 0. So v equal to 0 is the equation of u-axis, which is the real axis of w plane, right? Which was our required proof. Na? We have to show that it is mapped into the real axis of the w plane. So here mod z equal to 1 means x square plus y square equal to 1. We are putting the value of x square plus y square as 1. Then we got v equal to 0. V equal to 0 is the equation of the u-axis, which is the real axis of w plane, which was our required solution. So from here we can say that the transformation maps the unit circle mod z equal to 1 in the real axis of w plane. Is it clear to everybody?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Okay, so then we can go for the next part. Next problem. Can we go for the next problem?
Yes, sir.
So these are the problem on conformal mapping. This kind of the problem may be coming your semester exam also if it is occurred. So next problem is here. Prove that the line, y equal to 1/3 x, is mapped onto the circle, under the bilinear transformation, under the bilinear transformation w equal to iz plus 2 by 4z plus i. Again, find the center and radius. Find the center and radius of the image circle. Right. So here w is given iz plus 2 by 4z plus i. So from here we have to say that the line, it is mapped onto the circle under the bilinear transformation this, and then we have to find out this. So at first we have to write down the bilinear transformation is given w equal to iz plus 2 by 4z plus i. So it can be write down that 2 minus iw by 4w minus I, this is equal to z. Z equal to, from here we can find out the value of z. Value of z equal to 2 minus iw by 4w minus I. Isn't it? Now putting, because of that it is given into the y equal to 1/3 x, it is which plane? It is the z plane. So we are find out the value of z. Is it clear? The line was given into the Z plane, but the transformation is given in the linear transformation of W. So as it is the bilinear transformation, so we are making the change of W as a Z. Because of that, the pre-made set is given into the Z plane. So we have to take the transformation for the Z plane. So we have find out the value of Z. Is it clear? Hello, someone please respond.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? So we are going for this, putting W equal to this. Now we have to put Z equal to X plus IY and W equal to U plus IV. Then we can write down that X plus IY instead of Z is equal to 2 minus IV, sorry, IU minus plus V by 4U plus 4IV plus 4IV minus I. So from here we can write down that V plus 2 minus IU into conjugate of this equal to conjugate of this equal to 4 plus if we take common from here, that is 4U. 4U is the real part plus I into 4V minus 1. Now conjugate of this is equal to 4U minus I into 4V minus 1. Na? These are the conjugate. So in the denominator, it will be given that 4U whole square plus 4V minus 1 that whole square. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
As for the denominator, it was the main part. So from here we can find out the value of this, that is 9U minus I into 4U square plus 4V square plus 7V minus 2 divided by this one, that is 16U square plus 4V minus 1 whole square. So if we make it from here, then we got the equating the real and imaginary part, we got X is equal to 9U by 16U square plus 4V minus 1 whole square, and Y is equal to 4U square plus 4V square plus 7V minus 2 divided by 16U square plus 4V minus 1 whole square, equating the real and imaginary part of this. Now we have to make the line. Can this part is understood? We are just making it into the U plus IV, then equating both sides, we got the value of X and Y.
सर
Right? हाँ बोलो.
सर
Yes.
यहाँ पर कैसे x माइनस वाई इला वैल्यू समझ नहीं आ रहा सर, यहाँ पर कैसे आया वाला?
कहाँ पे? यहाँ पे? This one. अच्छा. X plus IY. Here the value of Z. We are taking this part. So Z equal to this one. So instead of Z, we are taking Z equal to X plus IY. So instead of Z, we are putting X plus IY. And instead of this 2 minus I, instead of W, we are putting U plus IP. Clear? We are taking this transformation. Because of that, it is Y equal to 1/3 X is given for the Z plane. So we have to take the Z plane transformation. So we are making Z free. So instead of this Z, we are putting X plus IY. Then we are putting the value of minus 2. W means the U plus IV. So minus I into U plus IV, that is minus IU plus actually minus I square V, that means plus V. Now it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
But यहाँ
ओके
सर यहाँ कैसे
हाँ,
हुआ नहीं
बोलो।
समझ वहां पे।
कौन सा?
सर जो x प्लस आई वाई इज इक्वल टू यहाँ पर है ना 2 माइनस
हाँ
आई यू प्लस डी वाई
टू,
डिनोमीटर में है ना।
ये
वो
हाँ देखो,
कैसे।
2 माइनस आई इंटू डब्ल्यू, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ डब्ल्यू? डब्ल्यू इज यू प्लस आई वी। देखो आई इंटू, it was 2 minus I into W, na? If we put the value of W, that is IV, then it is 2 minus IU minus I square V, that is 2 minus IU, I square का वैल्यू क्या है? -1, माइनस इंटू
यस सर।
माइनस प्लस, that is 2। देखो ये लिखा हुआ है ना, 2 minus 2IU plus V।
यस
क्लियर?
सर। यस सर। यस।
अभी आया समझ में? So the line, so the line was given y equal to 1/3 x corresponds to so y equal to 1/3 x. So here value of x and y is given, so we just put the value of y and x here. Is it clear? Now we are going to put the value of x and y here. So we are going for the next part. Sorry, we are going for the next part of this problem. That is minus 4u square plus 4v square plus 7v minus 2 by 16u square plus 4v minus 1 whole square. This is 1/3 x. X means the 9u divided by 16u square plus 4v minus 1 whole square. So denominator should be cut from here. Both are the same denominator. So from here it will be coming that 1/3, that is it will be coming 3. So denominator is cut. So from here we can get the value of minus 4u square minus 4v square minus 7v plus 2 is equal to 3, or divided by minus 4, then it will be given that actually it was plus, na? It was plus 4u square 4v square, this one plus, this is minus, is equal to 3u. So after dividing by 4, it will be coming that u square plus v square plus actually minus 3 by 4u plus 7 by 4v minus half is equal to 0, which is a circle, which is the required circle. So from here we can write down that u minus u plus 3 by 8 that whole square plus v plus 7 by 8 that whole square is equal to 3 root 10 by 8 whole square, which is the required circle. So the center of the circle is minus 3 by 8 comma minus 7 by 8, and the radius is 3 root 10 by 8 units. That's our required answer. So minus 3 by 8 comma minus 7 by 8 is the center of the circle, and 3 root 10 by 8 units is the length of our radius. Is it clear? So it is clear cut a circle into the W plane, which is given u plus 3 by 8 whole square plus v plus 7 by 8 whole square equal to 3 root 10 by 8 whole square. After calculation, you got it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you go for the calculation, actually, I always told you that you are taking the pen and paper so that you can perform this one. Where the calculation is not made by me, that part you can made it, then you got the same result, right? So that's nearly end our problem of today, right? So that's end our total uh, conformal mapping. That means total the module 4 and 5 is completed of complex variable. So in your syllabus for this number 1 is complex variable. Complex variable. That means unit 4 and unit 5. And number 2 is the vector analysis up to curl divergence, and gradient as well as directional derivative. Excluded part is the Green's theorem, right? And your question will be the not same for CSE, right? Your question will be not same with the CSE. Green's theorem, Stokes theorem, and Gauss theorem. Now tell me if there is any query.
सर लाइन इंटीग्रल भी ना एक्सक्लूडिंग पार्ट में?
हाँ, नेक्स्ट एक्सक्लूडिंग पार्ट में ये है वेक्टर में, ठीक है?
और सर लाइन इंटीग्रल?
Line integral also excluded. Vector analysis up to curl divergence and gradient as well as the directional derivative, which I have performed, right? जो कराया है उसके बाहर में कुछ नहीं होगा.
ओके सर.
And complex variable is total completed. So today's class is completed your total complex variable. So unit 4 and 5 will be totally included. And remember this CSE question will be not same as you, because of that their teacher is also the different as well as their syllabus to some extent is different. Clear? So for the four branches, I'll make the question. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if any doubt, then you can WhatsApp me, otherwise call me if any part is required. So all those things today onwards, I'll post all the notes for your syllabus, that is complex variable and vector analysis, into your LMS portal, right? It will be given to you. If it is not given to the LMS,